AI is no longer hype. It is transforming industries at an unprecedented scale. The companies providing chips, computing power and software are set to be major winners. Despite all of this excitement, only about 5% of companies are realizing value from AI. That means that there is enormous headroom for growth as adoption moves from experimentation to scaled impact. Jensen Huang predicts that by the end of the decade, up to $4 trillion of AI factory infrastructure will be built out. Tech giants are preparing for this shift and they are all in. CapEx of the hyperscalers hit $400 billion in 2025 alone, which is far higher than last year. Thanks to the Big Beautiful Bill, hyperscalers stand to benefit. The three major provisions are helping hyperscalers to increase their cash flow by about $50 billion. Every AI breakthrough depends on semiconductors. Without these powerful chips, the AI models wouldn't exist. And two companies dominate this part of the ecosystem, NVIDIA and AMD. NVIDIA is the gold standard for GPUs. Almost 90% of its revenue comes from this segment. It has an estimated 80 to 90% market share in AI chips. And as recently as 2023, NVIDIA's revenue was just under $27 billion. But by fiscal year 2026, it is estimated to be over $200 billion. That is over 600% growth in just 3 years. No wonder why NVIDIA was the first company to hit a market cap of $4 trillion. The total addressable market for AI chips is expected to keep expanding. And with its dominant position, NVIDIA could capture even more of it. But there's another player that can't be ignored. AMD is long known for its high-performance processors, and it is becoming the underdog story of AI. Its chips aren't as fast as NVIDIA's for the most demanding workloads. But AMD offers excellent value for money, making it attractive to hyperscalers who want to reduce their dependence on a single supplier. Unlike NVIDIA, where GPUs make up about 90% of revenue, AMD has a more balanced revenue mix. For AMD, GPUs account for roughly half of its revenue. This diversification gives it resilience while also creating multiple paths for potential growth. AMD's open source platform appeals to customers who want to avoid vendor lock-in. Meanwhile, Intel's ongoing struggles create fresh opportunities for AMD to gain market share. Its focus on AI and data centers is now central to its strategy. They are going to release a next-generation GPU in 2026, and they are also working on Helios, which is a new generation rack architecture specialized for AI. Analysts expect AMD's gross margins to rise as its product mix shifts toward higher margin AI chips. And even modest share gains could be transformative for AMD's revenue and its valuation as well. And with hyperscalers actively diversifying their suppliers, AMD may be in the right place at the right time. The market potential is huge. CapEx spending from the hyperscalers is increasing significantly year over year. And a growing wave of new investors is joining this race. Neoclouds like CoreWeave and Lambda, along with sovereigns and enterprises, are all dramatically increasing their commitments. With NVIDIA and AMD already capturing most of this market, they are set to disproportionately benefit from this CapEx cycle. Training and running AI models requires massive computing power. That is where cloud platforms come in. Oracle, Amazon, Microsoft and Google are key players in this part of the AI ecosystem. Larry Ellison captured the urgency best. He said that people are running out of inferencing capacity. He recalled a company calling and asking if Oracle had any capacity left worldwide. Inferencing, where AI models generate answers in real time, is the stage that transforms training into real-world applications. Oracle's backlog stunned Wall Street when they reported that its RPO increased by 360% and reached $455 billion. That future revenue pipeline positions Oracle as one of the fastest growing players in cloud infrastructure. Its cloud revenue is expected to grow by 77% to $18 billion this fiscal year. And by 2030, it could increase to $144 billion. They have signed multi-billion-dollar contracts with 3 major customers, including some of the biggest names in AI. Reports suggest a $300 billion 5-year deal with OpenAI. This is alongside ongoing contracts with Meta, Nvidia, and AMD. Deutsche Bank called the result truly awesome, which also highlights Oracle's rise in the space. But Amazon still leads the cloud market with around 30% market share. AWS revenue run rate is over $120 billion. This is a significant revenue increase over the last year. Microsoft's Azure follows with about 20% market share. Its AI tools are already deployed in industries from healthcare to finance to governments. And then you have Google Cloud with roughly 12% market share. They are also carving out a strong position. Thousands of businesses are adopting Google's AI-powered cloud services. This makes it a critical growth engine for the company. By 2030, the cloud computing market is expected to exceed $1.9 trillion in revenue. And as AI becomes inseparable from business operations, the demand for cloud services will only grow. This trend will benefit Oracle, AWS, Microsoft, Google, and many others in the space. But while chips and cloud form the infrastructure of AI, data is what brings it to life. In the AI-driven world, data is king. And 2 companies are at the forefront of helping organizations harness it: Palantir and Snowflake. Palantir specializes in data analytics for governments and enterprises. Its use cases show just how powerful its technology has become. Fannie Mae cut fraud detection times from months to seconds using Palantir's software. Nebraska Medicine has increased discharge lounge utilization rates by over 2,000%. In insurance, AIG expects Palantir's AI-powered underwriting solution to double its 5-year revenue growth rate from 10 to 20%. Citibank is also adopting Palantir to improve client experience and agility in its wealth division. Adoption and use cases are expanding fast. This is underscored by its US commercial revenue, which is estimated to grow by at least 85% year over year. Snowflake is the leader in cloud data warehousing. It gives businesses the tools to store and analyze massive AI-driven datasets. With AI adoption rising, analysts expect Snowflake's revenue to grow by around 50% annually in the coming years. AI is the most significant technological shift of our time. The companies powering the chips, clouds, and software are positioned to capture this trillion-dollar market transformation. Thanks for watching, and please give it a like, subscribe, and watch another video. See you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.